What's up, guys? I'm Random Frank P, kicking off a new series called Random Questions. Yes, it's a play on words of my name, Random Frank P, Random Questions, and it's going to be a Q&A series because I've been getting a lot of people saying that I should start a Q&A for you guys to learn more about me, so I figured why not. I had a series last year called Project Random, very similar. It was pretty much just a giant Q&A series that I do maybe once a month, but I only had like 10,000 subs at the time and nobody watched. So I just stopped doing it altogether, but we'll see how this one goes. If people like it, a lot of people watch it, I'll do more. If no one watches it, I won't do more. So we'll see how it goes. So a few weeks ago, I asked you guys on Twitter to hit me up with some questions, and the first one comes from Brandon at Senile. Other than YouTube, what do you do for a living, and also what do you do in your free time? Other than YouTube, I do a lot of YouTube-like stuff. I still make product reviews. I do, photography and videography for other companies, kind of like promotional stuff. And a lot of those reviews don't go to YouTube. They live on like Walmart.com, Amazon.com, or Target. So it's a lot of stuff for that. It's pretty much doing tech reviews for other companies that wouldn't really fit on my channel. It pays a lot better than YouTube does, and it allows me to, move outside of my comfort zone by not doing like technology or gaming-based stuff. I reviewed electronic toothbrushes, razors, just a bunch of crazy other things that don't have a place on my channel that I do for other companies. And what do I do in my free time? Don't live the most exciting life since I've graduated college. I work on YouTube a lot of the time. I'm up all night pretty much editing or filming some extra shots. When my friends are around, I hang out with my friends a lot. Listen to music, I play Xbox a lot, play PC games. But yeah, that's pretty much that. Next question is from JG Megatron 3. What are you studying, or what have you studied? For those of you who've been following the channel for a while, you'll know that I graduated in May. I just graduated from college, and I have a degree in communication studies and a minor in art. Now, with my major, communications, I focused in public relations, so I do a lot of PR work, which is pretty similar to what I do on the channel. And my minor was mainly like graphic art, not so much like, painting and drawing. It was mainly graphic design stuff. And that all really plays into YouTube with, product awareness, boosting companies' awareness, and doing product reviews for them, and graphic design with a lot of the things that I do for my channel, designing logos for other companies. It all ties together in the end for my YouTube channel, which is pretty cool. Next up, you guys know Ed from Ed Tech Source. Any plans on moving out, getting your own place and or office space to expand your channel? Yes, I know he just moved recently. And I've been thinking about it for a while now. I put in my 100K video was pretty much like a video of me just being like, I can't do this in my room anymore because it's not big enough and I'm getting too much things and I just need to expand. But yeah, I do really want to move out. I'm hoping in the next like 2 to 4 months I can get my own place. I just got to find a place that's going to be cheap enough where I can live on my own and support myself by doing YouTube. And it's hard to commit to moving out because living home, everything, I have to pay rent, mom makes dinner for the family, so I save up a lot of money living home, but I really think it's time to move out, get my own place, have my own official YouTube studio. I really need to do that. I feel like that's going to make the channel a lot better, but yes, there are plans, hopefully sooner than later. Next up from Suddy, what inspired you to start a tech channel? I don't know what inspired me to go tech. If you guys aren't familiar, I have a vlog channel that I barely ever update, but I update like every 1 or 2 months. It's a giant like half-hour long video of me talking about something. And the first video on the vlog channel was pretty much explaining the entire Random Frank P story and my history of YouTube and how I got started. Pretty much I started as a gaming channel like 2 years ago. One video blew up, so it got like my foot in the door. My one video got like over 1.5 million views in 3 days. But that was more gaming stuff. And then last October when I did my Corsair Gaming K70 versus the Black Widow Chroma keyboard comparison video, that blew up pretty quickly. And that really grew my tech subscriber base. And I found out that even though I'd still upload some gaming videos, they would get like no views, and anything slightly tech related would get a lot more views. So I switched pretty much from my full-time gaming channel that sucked to a much more professional tech review and tech channel, and it's been working out really good, really well ever since. XO Tune Daniel, I believe. What sports do you like and play the most time? I haven't played like an organized team sport since high school. I did soccer all my life growing up. I did football in middle school, and I did tennis throughout high school. But throughout college, I didn't play like a collegiate team sport or anything like that. I just didn't have enough time, and I didn't want to play a sport in college. I went to a D3 school, so it'd be pointless anyways. And but like hanging out with my friends, I still love playing football with my friends in the backyard. Going to the turf and playing a big game. I like playing soccer. I like playing basketball. Haven't played tennis in a few years, but tennis is always fun. But yeah, those are my like four main sports I like to play. Next up from J Waller X94, who is actually the winner of the Strafe giveaway. So congratulations. Didn't even notice that I favored your tweet a couple weeks ago. So congrats on that. How often do you watch YouTube when you're not making videos? Very good question. I watch YouTube a lot on the side actually. And I feel like it's more like doing research or like studying. I watch a lot of great tech channels. You guys know all the great ones out there. We got TLD Today, Unbox Therapy, you got Linus, MKBHD, Austin. All that's just that group of people make such great, inspiring videos. Every time I watch, it's like I'm researching or studying on how to make my videos better. So I'm constantly on YouTube watching videos. I watch a ton of other channels as well. I love Casey Neistat. I watch a lot of Rooster Teeth and Funhouse. Funhouse is probably my favorite channel of all time because they're like one of the first channels that I started off watching a few years ago, like part-time every day waiting for a video from them. They do a lot of gaming and news kind of things, but I love Funhouse. I always have. 2 questions now from Travis at The Raw View. How much time do you put into making a review video, and do you always want to live in the North? Each video definitely varies depending on if it's a very serious review or like a first look. Just for example, when I reviewed my Audeze EL8 headphones, that probably took me around 16 hours total between filming, editing. That took a long time. I would say most videos take, again, total, like setting up shots, recording everything, editing, exporting. I would say most videos on average take around 5 to 6 hours. Other videos much longer, other videos much shorter. But we'll go in the middle around 5 to 6 on average. Any other questions? You always want to live in the North? I assume you mean in the United States, North. I live in Pennsylvania. I've always thought about, like everyone else, the dream, picking up, moving across the United States to LA and starting fresh there. But, I have no one out there that I know or like that I'm close with, like friends or family. My girlfriend lives here. So it would just be hard to pick up and move to LA, even though it's like everyone's dream, and I would love to do that. It's so much nicer in LA, so much more promise and potential. As far as like North though, I do have some family in Florida, and Florida's an amazing state to visit. I love it there. But I think I'd rather stay in the PA, northeastern region of the United States. I'm used to seasons. I like it. I like fall time. It's nice and warm in the summer, nice and cool in the springtime. I like PA. It's pretty nice. Next up from Zakia Montemo, when's the next giveaway? I don't usually respond to these type of things. I don't like when people, ask for giveaways or be like, hey, you have so many keyboards, you should send me 1 or 2. I don't like that stuff. I just ended a giveaway. But since this is actually pretty relevant, I teamed up with Corsair. We're going to be giving away an entire PC gaming peripheral set. We're talking the Strafe RGB keyboard, Scimitar mouse, a mouse mat, the Void headset. We're going to be giving that entire peripheral set away to one person. We're going to be launching that very soon, I think within the next 10 to 15 days or so. So be on the lookout for that huge giveaway from me and Corsair. Next up from Keisha2697, if you had the space, would you move from stacked monitors to side by side, or would you keep it stacked? If I had the space, I'd probably get 2 more, so I'd have triple monitors and the overhead. I love having an overhead monitor. On my current desktop, it's not big enough where I could fit 2 more on it, which is why I have these 2 stacked as it is. And I love it. People always give me shit in my room tour videos that, it's horrible like that. I'm going to break my neck looking up. But they are so wide, I don't think people realize how wide a 34-inch ultra-wide monitor is. If they were side by side, if I was editing or working on anything that would need me to get something done productively, I'd constantly be turning my entire body to look because the screen is so wide. With the ultra-wide stacked like that, all I have to do is just casually glance up. It's pretty much the same thing. I'm just not turning my entire body. I'm glancing up. It's great for having a concert Twitter feed up top. When I'm streaming, I can have the feed up there. It's just really convenient to have it on top like that, but I like it. But if I had more space, I'd probably do 4 monitors total, which is pretty overkill, but oh well. Winding down from CN2002, what gave you the idea of making a YouTube channel about setups? Well, one of the first big videos I put on my channel, which at the time big, I'm talking like 14,000 views, was big for me. so I didn't have any subscribers. The first video I think I did that was big was in 2013. I uploaded a gaming setup, and it was very, very raw bones. I'll put the link up there if you want to check it out, but it was like my first gaming setup video that I did back before I had anything. It was pretty much like an ordinary room, and that got a lot of views. So I figured, oh, okay, people start to like this stuff. So every 6 months and every January, I'd put out a new gaming setup, and gaming setup videos and room tours always take off. People love those things, and I love making them. So I figured, okay, like if room tours do very well and people like seeing what's in other people's rooms, why not make a giant series on pretty much like a montage of just everyone else's setup into like different videos, and make it just this giant cool series about other people's rooms, and I can go through and talk about them and talk about what they have for people who are interested. So that's pretty much what started it. My first episode started in January, but I was working on it since June of last year, so I like compiled a bunch of stuff around 6 months, and then end of January I uploaded the first episode, and it's been going great ever since. From Dr. Gaming 1121, how much money did you first spend on your PC? My first PC was actually built on Cyber Monday 2 years ago, so I had a bunch of crazy great deals, also had a Newegg coupon. I think total it would have been around $800 to $850, but I think I spent $600 for it. It's a pretty good deal on a first gaming PC. It wasn't that great. I mean, at the time it was pretty good. I had an R9 270. I think at the time the newest card was a 280, I want to say. No, the 290 just launched, so it was still crazy expensive. Before it was, I had the AMD 8350, I believe, and it was a great PC for only like $600. But that was my first PC. Definitely get stuff on Cyber Monday. They have great deals. And the last question, perhaps the most important one, is what pizza toppings do you like? I'm a pretty plain. I like some cheese on it. I don't mind a cheese pizza. Buffalo chicken's always killer. Barbecue chicken's always killer. And bacon. Who doesn't like bacon? So if you were to give me a pizza with cheese, bacon, buffalo, and barbecue chicken, I'd probably die, and I'd be very happy. So there's that. Alright guys, if you made it this far, thank you very much for sticking through the entire episode of Random Questions. And again, if you want to see more, hit that thumbs up button. Depending on how many likes this gets, depending on how many views overall this has, will dictate on if I do these more often or if I even do them at all. So if you want to see more, let me know down below. You can also ask me questions down below that I can pick to use in the next episode, possibly. So, gonna wrap it up, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Random Frank P. Have a good day.